Cannes Film Festival. இது அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் பல இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான மெமரிஸ் கிடைச்சிருக்கு. பல அப்ரிசியேஷன்ஸ், பல பிசினஸ், இந்த மாதிரி பெட்டர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஒரு பக்கம்னா, இன்னொரு பக்கம் ஆக்ட்ரஸ் விஷாகா சிங்க்கு ஒரு பிட்டர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் கிடைச்சிருக்கு. தமிழ்ல பிடிச்சிருக்கு படத்து மூலமா இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் ஆனவங்க கண்ணா லடுத்தின ஆசையா, ஒரு ஊர்ல ரெண்டு ராஜா, வாலிப ராஜா மாதிரியான பல படங்களை நடிச்சிருக்காங்க. ரீசெண்டா கேன்ஸ் பிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவலுக்கு போன இவங்களோட பாஸ்போர்ட், லேப்டாப், ஜுவல்லரி, மணின்னு 6 லட்சம் மதிப்புள்ள திங்ஸ் பிரான்ஸ்ல திருடு போயிடுச்சு. இந்த ராபரி எங்க எப்படி நடந்துச்சு, இப்ப விஷாகா எப்படி இருக்காங்க, இதெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக நாங்க Vishakha contact panno. So Vishakha, how are you?
I am, as a person, I'm very positive and romba nalla irukku, except for a bad incident that just happened when I was traveling last week. Otherwise, I'm fine.
So where are you now?
I am in Rome right now. I was in the Cannes Film Festival and now I'm back in Rome. And yes.
What happened actually?
Well, so I've been a regular at the Cannes Film Festival for the last few years because I've been part of the producers network, etc. here. I was very happy. I was like, oh great, Cannes Film Festival again. And most people come here for red carpets. I come here for meetings.
Okay.
So it was very important. I came for my meetings. I had 2 very good meetings that day. And then in the evening, I attended the screening of Nicole Kidman's The Killing of a Sacred Deer. After that, I went back to my room and I was staying in this beautiful villa, which is around 3 kilometers away from the festival grounds.
Okay.
And I reached my room at night around 9:45.
Okay.
And I was just stunned. My window was open.
Oh.
So and there was a lot of stuff lying on my, and it was a 2-room villa that I had occupied.
Okay.
So I was just taken aback. I was like, why is the window open? So then I remembered that the villa owners had told me that they have a cat.
Oh, okay.
So I thought, okay, the cat has come in.
Okay.
Yes. So I just looked around and then I was like, okay, let me see what other damage the cat has done. So I immediately closed the door. I went to the other room and that is when it struck me because all my suitcases were open, my clothes were thrown around, and it's only when I saw my jewelry boxes open and the jewelry missing. And then I saw my laptop was missing, and then my expensive Gucci bag, which was a gift from my niece, if that was missing. And that's when it shook me. I just sat down for a second because I just could not believe that it had happened,
Okay.
Because I've traveled. This is my 6th time to the Cannes Film Festival,
And this is the first time you're facing such a horrible experience.
Exactly. And I have always been safe. I travel a lot. I travel to have an office in Rome. I have a tech company with a tie-up in Vienna, and I keep traveling alone so often.
Okay.
And Cannes Film Festival, the safest thing you would imagine because the security is so high right now there, And I was just taken aback. And then of course I called up the villa owner, and then she came, and then we called the police at 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, I'll give you a funny response because now looking back, I have some funny incidents also related to the incident, to this. So when we called the police, they said, "Oh, Indian actress Miss Rai has been robbed."
Oh my God.
I was telling my the landlady there. I said, "I wish I was Aishwarya Rai. They would have come promptly." But I said, "No, it's not Madame Rai. It is Madame Singh." So then 11 o'clock, nobody came. Then we called again.
Okay.
12 o'clock at midnight, nobody came. Then we called again. 1 o'clock again we called up, and then they came at 1:15 after 3 hours and 15 minutes. So there were 2 investigative officers. They went around the house, looked for fingerprints, and apparently there is a law in France which does not allow villas to have CCTV cameras because it invades privacy of neighbors.
Okay.
That is the loss for me because now they have to look at the CCTV camera footage of the streets. And the police they were helpful and they were asking the right questions, etc. But they said it will be very slow. It will be at least a month or 2 before they actually have any results. So, and the worst is the passport missing.
Passport, yeah.
The worst.
Adhe edukku edutittu ponanga?
Exactly. And I had so many. I had a 10-year US visa, UK visa, Schengen, Canada, all that gone. And I don't know. And they even
in
took
that
my
Gucci
reading
bag?
glasses. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. They even took my reading glasses. And I was like, what are they going to do with my reading
Adha
glasses and my phone
paavingala.
charger? Okay. And then they took the euros, but they left the pounds behind, which was very funny, I don't know what they wanted, what they didn't want. But yeah, so it initially I was trying to be strong, but then the moment I called up my parents, I just broke down on the phone. I think when you speak to parents, you would suddenly become a child.
Exactly.
So that's when I started crying. And then, of course, my parents told me, they said, look, everything you have lost, you can get back. It's materialistic. You are safe, so it's fine. So, and then of course, my father, being very protective, he immediately booked me into another hotel. He says, no, enough, you're doing all these decisions on yourself. I will take care now. So he booked me into another hotel, which was right behind the police station. So, so yeah, but it's been tough. I felt like, we always complain that things in India are slow and etc. etc. But I feel, I must say, hats off to our Indian police and the government. I feel we are a lot faster. Because in France, I was really taken aback, because the next day when I went to file the FIR, it took me 4 hours. 4 hours to wait for the lady to come. Their computer was not working. Their internet was down. The lady was slowly translating it into French, because the FIR had to be written in French. Okay. So it was really crazy experience.
இப்போ இந்தியன் எம்பசிக்கு போயிட்டு அப்ளை பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா duplicate passport?
Yes, the Indian embassy in Paris was very, very sweet. They called up and they said, we will even escort you back to Paris and we will give you a passport in Paris in 3 hours time. But I have an office in Rome, and a lot of my visa work was done from Rome, so I had to come to Rome. So I took a train, because by flight you cannot travel without the passport. So I took a train from Cannes to Rome. I've come here, and tomorrow, and luckily, the embassy here is also very helpful. Tomorrow I'm going to the embassy and they will help me issue a new passport. I just wish, I really feel, people complain so much about what, back home, oh, India is this, India is that, Indian police that. I'm telling you, we are 100 times better and 100 times faster than everybody put together in France.
Evla value on a goods vandu miss aayirukku? I mean, approximate value of your missing products?
Approximate value, I think maybe around jewelry and bag and laptop and everything worth around 6 lakh rupees maybe missing.
Oh my God.
I know, So, and I as a rule always have a habit of locking my suitcase when I step out of the room.
Okay.
Even when I'm in India also, even when I come to Chennai, or if I'm staying at the Hyatt or wherever, I always, even though the rooms are safe, I always lock my things.
Okay.
Just that day itself, I was in a rush because I had finished 2 meetings and then I had to go for the red carpet. I had 30 minutes to get ready. I left everything open. And I think it was just destiny, My mother was laughing and trying to give me perspective. She said, oh, maybe you did something to these people in your last birth. You owed something to them.
You are returning back right now.
Exactly. I said, okay, fine, karma.
Okay, so anyway, how was Cannes overall?
See, Cannes is always lovely. It's a lot more commercialized now. I wish the focus on film remains. Cannes has become more about fashion nowadays, which is actually, I find it very stressful. But otherwise, Cannes is lovely. One of the best things about Cannes this year was that Sangamithra was one of the co-sponsors of the opening night.
How was the response?
It was brilliant. See, I went 4 days later because I had work in Vienna.
Okay.
But when I went to Cannes, every colleague I met from France or Germany or Poland and Austria, they were all talking about, oh, you guys are doing some really good work in India. And I said, let me just correct you and tell you, it is South India. It is my friends from Chennai who have put the Indian industry on the world map again, because this time around there was, except for a short film, there was really not any other presence from Bollywood side.
Okay.
In Cannes.
Okay.
So I'm so glad that Tinandal Films and Mrs. Hema Rukmani and Murali Ramaswamy took this effort and literally made us all famous and so proud.
Apro Mardanayam poster pathingla?
Oh no, I did not get to see it there. No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Because I just finished the meetings, and when I met the other colleagues from other countries, they were just talking about Sangamithra. So I missed this poster. I wish I had seen it.
Okay, that's okay. So Sikram safe thirumbi vaanga. Sikram passport edutittu.
Thank you so much. I hope it comes back soon.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, thank you so much, Vidya.
Bye.